Hi everyone, this is Heiken, and this is going to be the final part of the tutorial for TUNIC 80% unrestricted speedrun. We are going to go all the way from library till the end. So, let's get to it, I guess. So, at first you want to just walk a bit and then grab onto this. Once again, you can throw the grappling hook before targeting to save a little bit of time. This is going to be targeted automatically. And then you want to grab onto this. You get up this ladder, then get this way, climb down, roll, get in between the seat and the table, I guess. All the way until here. Try to like cut the angles as short as possible to save a little bit of time. It's just this part is just movement until we get to the boss fight, I guess. And up this one. As soon as you land there, you want to grapple onto this. So this is gonna be targeted automatically. So you just grapple and then target to get up there. And while we are on our way there, since we can't do anything, you can use the time to equip the sword. So the cursor should be already above the sword, like on the sword item menu. So once you're mid-air, you just press inventory, sword, inventory. And there you go. Then you roll as soon as possible. And we enter the boss fight already. Okay, so this is one of the hardest trick in the run too, this one. What we are gonna do is we are gonna trigger the librarian, which is the boss of the zone, and then get down there. So there is about this height, there is a kill plane all around the arena. So that is gonna kill every enemy that touches it, basically, including us. So every like character, basically. So what we are gonna do is we are gonna ladder storage our way around here, throw the ice bomb. The ice bomb is gonna trigger the librarian, and since we stop running afterwards, we are gonna get walled back about here, and we can just go down, so we avoid getting killed by the kill plane. And so one of the attacks of the librarian is a dive towards us. So the librarian is gonna try to dive towards us, and it's gonna kill himself by passing through the kill plane. So obviously I threw the bomb nowhere there just to show what's up. One thing worth noting: to throw the bomb during ladder storage, if you try doing so like this, it's not gonna work. If you just press item 2 because of ladder storage being jank. What you want to do is swing sword once and then throw it. So you run, you swing, while running you swing the sword once and then you throw, and it works. It only works at 120 FPS. This is also a major thing. There is a way to make it work at 60 FPS. Sorry, I don't know it personally, so you'd have to ask in the Discord server. I know people have done it at 60 FPS relatively consistently. So I will just explain everything I do at 120 FPS. Okay, so what we do is basically I do a very consistent setup that always does the same inputs, which are as such. So I move with the D-pad to have the exact angle. So I just climb up, do a ladder storage, roll up left, run left, and at a precise cue, I just throw. And as soon as I throw, so I press like down on the. I stop running and I press down, sorry, on the D-pad to get below the kill plane. And you hear the fight sounds in the background. It means that he got triggered and it's gonna work. If we wait just a little bit. So this one is an attack. And whenever he wants, he can die. Yeah, there we go. This part is RNG because you have to wait until he decides to dive onto you to kill him. Okay, so the cue I use for when to throw is when we pass this ledge. So we are gonna be visibly running like left side, and as soon as we pass this ledge in the background, you can throw. So one thing that is worth noting that you probably already noticed, the camera moves, like spins upwards during this fight, during the climb up. And since our movements are tied to the camera, you have to do it pretty quickly so that the camera lanes up. It's not too precise, but let's say, for instance, you fail ladder storage once and you want to do it again. You can't just run up and do it, run left and do it. You have to quit to title to reset the camera from where it was and try again. But what we do, I'll show you again. Run up left, roll up left and run left, throw the grenade and go down. So that because of the debug mode bug that I talked about already, the boss doesn't respawn if you just load the save state, so you have to actually use a fire camp and do it again if you want. Only if you killed him first. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this boss. So it's kind of hard to learn, but once you get it, it should be really consistent. There is a slightly faster version that I will show also. So why do we run up? Why do we roll up left there instead of rolling directly up? Directly left, sorry, is because there is a little like slope there. So if you roll against this, since you're in ladder storage, you don't lose the height, so you have a little bit more height. So the bomb, the ice bomb like throw is gonna explode at its peak, which makes it be a little bit higher, so it makes triggering the librarian easier. However, it's possible to roll directly left and use this this ledge as a queue instead of this one. So this one again. It's a bit more precise. I don't know the frame data. I don't know how precise exactly it is. It does feel consistent still, but it's a bit harder. So you can just roll left past this new queue that you see here and go down. And you see the camera doesn't behave exactly the same because we threw earlier, which means it's a bit faster. I don't know either how much faster it is. I would assume it's like probably about a second or less faster. So at first I would really suggest doing the up left roll and then roll left and then run left, sorry. Okay. So once it's triggered, it can do several attacks. He can dive towards you, of course, which is going to kill him. He can spawn enemies on top, which we don't care about. He can throw you like dark orbs. So you are going to see them pop around, like at your height, basically. And like be still in place for a little bit of time and then go towards you. So whenever he does this attack, when the orb starts moving toward you, you just press up. That's why you place yourself kind of low on the ladder, is so you can just run up. Like, see, this is the attack, and I just went up to avoid them. And he spawned more of those, I guess, because he killed me anyway. I didn't see them coming. Okay, we can do it again. Sorry, I will do the fast variants. Place yourself kind of low, so you really have time to walk up when he does the orb attack. And then he dies, okay. So when he dies, there's two options again. You can either like decide to pick up the gem and then die, which is much safer, but if you want to do it a little bit faster, what I do is I place myself around here, so like around the middle, maybe a little bit more up, but around the middle of this platform. I press upright on my controller, throw the grenade, roll, collect the gem, and die. During the death, you want to equip this and leave the cursor onto the sword, which is going to be our next equip, and then you respawn here. During this spray, you want to get back into this zone. During this spray, you want to do the C code. It's a really good time to do it. You can do it with the left hand while you are pressing A with the right hand. However, if you happen to fail it, it's not a big deal. You can just do it again there. Sorry, I didn't mean to get warped back. But yeah, you can do it there again by doing the typing code while running thing with the... So which I do with numpad 0 and typing the code with the other fingers. Then you go back there. Then you want to roll up. You have to wait a few frames before rolling up, because if you do it too early, it's gonna prompt you to collect the journal page, which we don't care about. But since the same button, we don't have a choice. So you wait a little bit and then you roll. You climb up this ladder. You kill those little bushes with the fire wand, and you collect the fire cap. Then you roll forwards. When about like this height, like past the little, at the top of this little like hill, you can start like grabbing this. Then you want to so freeze him with the ice rods and grab it. One thing you want to do is to wait until you are sure the ice shot hits this enemy before grabbing onto it. Because if it's moving, sometimes it's gonna dodge by accident the ice rods, and you're gonna just end up like grabbing him, which is not what you want to do. Then you roll. Then you want to do 4 damages from them, and then roll as soon as possible. Be careful if you are too close to the... I'm gonna walk a bit further so you can see it. If you're too close to this sign there, it's gonna... the interact press is not gonna make you roll forward, it's gonna make you trigger it and read it, which is dangerous. So you kind of want to take the damage around here or around here. As soon as you are low enough, it shouldn't prompt you to read the item. Then you go there. Then you go there, you grapple onto this. Then you want to reach for this little part. Wait a tiny bit until the camera moves just a slightly bit like to the left. And then you want to target this enemy, which is going to be targeted right away. Ice shot and grapple onto it. And then you walk into this room. Now this room can be really tricky. It shouldn't be really hard, but it can troll you. Because in this room is a specific item, like those pots. Sometimes the collision don't work properly and they start rolling forwards, which is really annoying. You don't want them rolling forward. What you want to do is I have this save state. You want to roll forward, shoot at it twice, shoot with the ice shot once, and grapple twice. So it's 2 fire wands to push him against the door, the golden door, 1 ice shot to freeze him, and grapple twice. You can't target enemies in this room because you need you can't target enemies in dark areas when you don't have the lantern, and this room is considered a dark area for some reason. So you can't target him, but you have to just angle your controller at precisely up left. Sorry, that's what I like to do it with the D-pad, is because I always have the exact up left angle. So once again, I will show it again. You roll, you run. As soon as you are on top of the stairs, fire, ice, grapple. During the final grapple animation, you can use it to equip the sword, since you have already picked put it on under the right cursor item. If there are pots on the way, which I don't know exactly how well I can show, you can for instance this, you can always roll forwards and then do it. It loses a bit of time, but you don't lose the run, because sometimes when you are here and want to grapple, if there is a pot that is like an entire pot that's not broken yet, you will grapple the pot and it's gonna kill you pretty much always, because the mage is shooting at you at the same time. But a thing you have to know is, even sometimes when there's only debris there of the pot, even if you grapple, sometimes if a debris is high enough, you can also grab just the debris. So don't take for granted that if the pot is broken, you can go. Sometimes you can still grab the debris and it kills your run pretty much instantly. Once you are past though, you just roll and you enter the boss room. So you have the sword equipped as I showed. If you don't, you can always just roll, equip, and roll again. So for this boss, you only need the sword. We are gonna make use of 2 facts. The first fact is that this boss has 2 hitbox, so we're gonna trigger it just to show. It has the main hitbox, which is its head, but also it has like a lantern on the back. I can show you. You see, I can target the lantern there. I don't want to die, so I'm gonna reload the room. First boss, there we go. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the first fact. The lantern is harder to reach, but the boss takes more damage from it, so we are gonna take that into our advantage. And the second fact is that we have this equipped, which does, as I hope I told, I don't remember, but I think I already did. It deals double damage to enemies once we are at 1 HP. And guess what? Since we took damage from the blobs, we are at 1 HP. So that's pretty cool. What we are gonna do? We have a setup to kill him very consistently. So you just roll against this. It's kind of an invisible wall there. Then you roll. I like to do this on the D-pad. It's not too precise, so you can do it on the stick if you prefer. You roll up once, roll up right once, and then you hit down right. Sorry, I can't do directions. You hit down right. You are gonna do 4 times a 2 sword hit attack. So you're gonna do swing, swing, wait a bit so you don't get a third hit. So just swing, 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 swing. So 8 shots. So 4 times 2 shots, 2 hits. And during that, you want to hold target. And so what it's gonna do, sorry, I forgot to talk about the third thing that is frequently used, a mechanic that's frequently used, so to say, in Souls-like games, I guess, or like a lot of games with like boss fights and stuff, is a stagger mechanic. So once you do a lot of damage to an enemy, a boss specifically, in a short amount of time, the boss is gonna get staggered for a little bit of time, meaning like he can't do anything and you can damage him for the period. However, on this boss in particular, we have like sufficient damage when you do it on the lantern to like permanently stagger it and like use the next stagger window to deal the amount of damage to stagger it once again. So you do the 4 2 sword hit combo. Can hold target pretty much when you want. And then you just spam sword while holding targets. And now we do 2 full like 3 hit combos, which is gonna stagger him every time. When you hear the little screech animation, it means it got staggered, so you can just do another one. Okay, so when he dies, during the death animation, you can type in the C code. And then you want to equip the dynamites, because we want to kill ourselves. You pick up the item with interact, and then you roll towards this. There's a little tiny bit of menuing there. You press left, okay, and then as soon as possible, you quit to title. It's gonna skip the animation where the wands, the sort of like the seal, I guess, gets down there to reveal like the stone. So once again, just like a previous key collection, you can do it safe by picking up the key and then killing yourself. So throw this about this direction and just roll. This is the safer method. If you want, you can do the same. So collect it quickly. I have a little cue for it. Once you're placed like exactly there, so the change in texture, like at the bottom of the bottom stairs, you can just do it like you can just throw, roll up, roll up, and collect, and then you're gonna die. During the death, you want to equip this and put the cursor onto Dynamite. Okay, so now we are gonna do the same kind of skip that we just did in the forest. We are gonna go through a golden wall by grappling onto a frozen enemy. So you just roll down, and if you do it fast enough, it's not precise. You can just the first enemy targeted is gonna be the blue one, so that's the one we want. Then you roll, you run away, you grapple him once, twice, and 3 times. There you're gonna try to both take 4 damage from him once again, and also place him like very close to the door. So kind of like this, and like this. And as soon as you take the 4th hit, you can just ice rod him once, grapple, and you are through the door. And you can also equip the dynamite during the second grapple to not lose time at all. Once again, if you don't feel comfortable like equipping the dynamite during the grappling, you can also always do it here. So you just roll once, I messed it up, roll once, equip, and roll again to start the running. Yeah, I don't need the extra dynamite. So here you're supposed to have the C code. So this room, I've gotten through a lot of stuff during the game rousing, the speedrun rousing. Now it's a pretty simple room, in fact. So all you have to do is get there, place. So we need to place the 3 stones. So you place one, and we do a nice road cancel. So once again, nice road cancel. I don't know if I don't remember if I explained it actually. Is by pressing the your ice rod button, specifically with a dagger first, so dagger equipped before the ice rod. It's gonna cancel a whole bunch of animations because of a recent patch that broke things. And it cancels the cutscene. So you just press roll. You need to navigate a little bit blind here. You do this once again. And then a final time. You quit to title. You can also die directly, but I like quitting to title there, and you kill yourself. I like it because I like the save and quit there because you can equip your stuff during the quit to title. Maybe a tricky part about it, I guess, is I'm gonna re-input the C code just in case. Is that yeah, the blind movement kind of sucks. What I like to do is like rolling directly left, I think. And then I try to go against this roll, so running at first and stop running at some point. So, like you of course you can't see it when you do it, but as long as you walk against this and don't press run, you're gonna see the item eventually. When it's a thing that you need to know when you actually get it is that the menu item is gonna be placed at the middle of your screen. So not above the gem. It's just because of the camera. It's not treating this properly. Since you are supposed to have since you normally can't move with the cutscene on, you like they didn't like take this into account. So the menu item to do it is not at the right place. But you are gonna see it just around here. Then you place again and you do another IRC, and then you can see where you are going. So there you go, once more, quit to title. If you happen to, let's say I press this dynamite and I can't kill myself, like across the run, if you miss 2 dynamites, you're not gonna have dynamite here to kill yourself. So is the run dead? If you go for a very, very fast time, then of course it is, but you can very much back it up and still continue the run. So you roll down, and then you can actually grapple onto this and then trigger this one, fall there. You can even, yeah, I messed it up, but if you stay against this platform, you just get down and you trigger this, and you are in the exact same spot as if you were, well, maybe you need to equip your items maybe, but you are in this exact same spot as you were if you had Death Ward. So that's pretty cool. Then what you do, you just, sorry, I didn't mean to open the menu. Just roll down, and we're gonna fight the boss, the final boss, and it's gonna be the run. So we get down. What we have to do is you have to destroy this one bush in particular, because if you walk just a little bit too far up, the enemy is gonna show you. He's gonna spot you, and you can't really rest onto the square there to get into the foreshore. So let's just do it again. Oh, I need to do the whole thing again? Okay. I forgot I didn't have the save state just before the fire camp. So let's do it again. You can see pretty much with my input display the stick angles that I use if you want help. There you go. Equips. Roll down. So pretend this was not already destroyed. And there we go. If you go around, no one is gonna spot you and you can just get to the foreshore. So once you're here, you just roll for it and trigger this. Okay, so now is another annoying trick. If you have noticed, my interact button is now on left stick. During I think the first video when I talked about my bindings, I put it on this button that you can see on the input display. I find it better on left stick because there is one thing I didn't take into account, and that's annoying, is that for this skip, you cannot use... you need to use the actual controller interact. You can't use this one that I myself put on numpad 0 for the roles that I could buffer, if you remember. If you skip the part of like this button that is kind of jank to set up, and you have the normal role, the normal controller role on this button, which you do when you first play the game, you can use this button for the skip. So this skip is frame perfect, and it's kind of annoying to get. What you want to do is you want to open the menu, get your the cursor onto quit to title screen, and then you want to press this button, so B or round, I guess. And so either left stick for me, so controller interacts, whether that is left skip for you or just this button or this button, like it is for me. And you want to press them at exactly two frames apart. What it's gonna do is that the game is still gonna make you, it's gonna register the interact input both for the quit to title screen and for the beginning of the fight. And you are gonna skip this cutscene. So this interaction cutscene, you can skip it all together with this trick. However, it's frame perfect. You can only, well, it depends. If you press the interact button too late, it's just gonna trigger the cutscene. So you can only, in that case, you can only try it once. But let's say I press it too early, then you can try it again because you just quit the title and you didn't do anything. So let's try to get it. I don't think I got it. Also, I believe it is tied to menu lag. So I don't also remember if I mentioned already, but you want to reset the game often, pretty much at every run or at every run that goes kind of far, because the game supposedly has some sort of a memory leak or something, and the menu starts lagging the more you play it without restarting. But let's try to get it anyway. I don't know if it's really bound to menu lag, but it seems this way sometimes. Yeah, I'm just gonna reset it once. Better be safe than sorry. Once again, it's a very hard trick. You don't have to care about it at first. You can totally just do the fight normally. This looks better, yeah. If you don't see them... Oh wait, it's not. It was not good. I cannot get it today. Help! Oh, what? Oh my god. I'm pressing the wrong button. Okay. I think I was pressing the wrong button, right? Maybe not? Maybe not? Okay, I got it. Maybe I'm just bad at the video game. So yeah, I think at first I was pressing this button, so the interact instead of the return button, which is not the same. Okay. Oh, I died at the wrong time, I'm pretty sure. Yep, I bugged the game again. Let's just reset. So there you go. It's kind of annoying to learn. It's kind of annoying to get consistent. It saves about 12-ish seconds, I think, if you get it first try. So I don't know. You can always try it. It doesn't lose that much to try anyway. Okay, once you get it, what you want to do, you want to take 1 damage, because right now we are at full health, and we want damage from the orange rail parrying card. So we need to be at 1 HP. One attack from her is gonna set you at 1 HP exactly. So we take 1 damage. During this damage, you want to input the C code. And then you roll forward and you start freezing her. And then you get behind her. If she does an attack, which she always does if you have the cutscene skip, I think, you want to get behind her so the attack doesn't trigger you, and then you attack her. So what you do is you freeze, 2 hits, freeze, 2 hits, freeze, 2 hits, freeze, pretty much indefinitely. Until you are low on mana, and then we are gonna freeze, eat a berry. Oh, the cursor was not properly set. And refreeze. So there is 2 strategy for the berries. I don't know what I'm doing. I messed it up probably, no? Okay. Either you do this with an extra hit, or you wait. It can be a bit scary to deal a hit when you hit the berry. When you eat the berry. I don't know if I was clear. But you have time. You have much time to do it. But if you don't want to, it's kind of risky though. So if you don't want to damage her while eating the berry, which I would kind of recommend at first though, you need to wait until she shakes to actually freeze her again. So there we eat the berry. You want to wait until she freezes. She shakes, sorry. And then you can refreeze her. If you eat too early, like let's say I hit the berry there and I refreeze there, the freeze counter is not gonna restart. So to sum it up, it's just like 2 sword hit combos, refreeze, 2 sword hit, refreeze, 2 sword hit, refreeze. And then you eat the berry. Also, something else we have to take into account. So the menuing for eating the berry is just menu up, equip on item 3, close the menu, eat the berry. I can't right now because I have full mana. So eat the berry, menu, re-equip the sword, menu. However, if we had lost 1 dynamite or like your 2 dynamites and do the backup, you need to remember it, because now the menuing is just a bit different. So if you do it by muscle memory, you are just going to use the effigy, and that's not going to help you, right? So It's just a tiny bit slower. Of course, you still have plenty of time to, even if you have to do up left instead of just up, you still have time to like damage her. So I can show you maybe if I didn't the cutscene skip. Let's show what happens if you don't hit the cutscene skip. You just watch the cutscene basically. And as soon as you gain control, you can start inputting the C code. So about here, you want to still take damage. You want to wait a tiny bit, and then you can freeze again. I don't have the sword equipped. I didn't have the sword equipped. This is fine, right? Yeah, should be fine. So yeah. 2 swords, so, and even as I was telling, if you have to do up, left, equip, I failed the menuing again. Oh my god. Let's do it once more. Up, left, equip, hit, and you... I didn't have time this time because I'm too slow, I guess. The menuing is a little bit more annoying if you lose one dynamite, but hey, there's nothing you can do about it. I would try again just to show it's viable. I can't get the cutscene skip anymore. Great. No, I didn't throw the dynamite anyway. I want to prove my point. There we go. And I want to get the cutscene skip. That's me being stubborn. Surely that works. Okay. If she doesn't swing the sword, you don't have to get behind her. It loses a bit of time, so you just attack. Wait, what? What'd I do? Oh, I need to... Yeah, I'm stupid. It's fine. Yeah. Sometimes if you fail to like chain freeze her, she can do this attack, which is gonna kill your run. Yeah, but I guess I don't have that much to talk about now. It's pretty much it. I would suggest to not try to do the additional hits in your first run at least. I thought I would trigger her though. Oh, once again, I'm pressing the wrong button. I don't know why I have this memory messed up. Anything I have in mind? I think that's pretty much it though. Maybe I can show everything at once. Yeah, there you have to do it this way. And once again, I was too slow. That was the attack that would kill me because I was too slow at the beginning. I don't know where this tutorial is going, but not the right place. Come on, I only will have one thing to show and I just can't. Wait, why do I have? This game just doesn't work, does it? Sometimes she dodges, it's fine. You have plenty of mana to do it. You can miss several shots and still have enough mana. Okay. So there we go. You have plenty of... It's a little bit closer though. You can also decide to go for the additional hit when you have enough like dynamite, so you only have to move up on the menu, and not if you... Like, let's say I want to play it safe, I wait until she shakes and I start hitting her. I don't know why I did that. And so she starts second phase, and it's exactly the same. You can start by swinging the sword twice instead of freezing immediately, but it's all the same. What is she doing? Oh my god, that's scary. So yeah, you need to eat all 3 berries to have enough mana to kill her, and it's fine. Yeah, but there I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. I shot fire shots at her like at the beginning of the fight for no reason, so I don't have enough mana specifically now, but you should always have enough mana, even if you miss like a lot of shots. Like maybe like 2 or 3, not that much, but let's redo the whole thing once so I can finish my tutorial, right? Like, this fight is not too hard, but also if you mess something, you can lose the run. And remember, if you remember the casual game, you are supposed to lose to her there in the game, which triggers a whole new cutscene and a whole new phase, which means that if we die there, we cannot complete the run. You only have exactly one try at this boss. So, yeah. This can be really scary when it's your run. But you're not supposed to mess things up. This is the thing. Alright. So this is how it's supposed to go. This one final fight was everything done correctly. You can kill her with a fire wand at the very end, the very final hit. I think it saves probably some frames, I'm not even sure. And that's about it for the any person run. Congratulations, you've done it. Or maybe not just yet, but you will do it very soon. Alright, thanks for watching. That's pretty much all I had to say about it. Once again, if you have questions about the tutorial, about the run in general, about everything, join the Discord. A lot of helpful people, including myself, in here. You can also comment on this video. I read my comments when I have time. And yep, that's about it. The episode was just a tiny bit longer just because I took forever to do something good at the final boss fight, but apart from this, I think it went well. Have a nice day, everyone, and good luck on learning the run and doing your first run. You're gonna do it. This run can be a little bit brutal, even at first, at least, even when doing all the safer strats. But I think it's really manageable and you can hang in there, and it's a very, very awesome speedrun. And that's it. Thanks for watching.